Hello, welcome to Graceful Butterflies. I'm your host, Grace. I've had a lot of people reach out to me since a video I posted about kids loving monarch butterflies. And lots of people ask questions about how to get started with their own butterfly garden. So I'm dedicating this video to how to begin thinking about starting a butterfly garden in your area. First off, I want you to know I'm not an expert. I'm just a little old lady that likes butterflies. I've been playing around, tinkering with butterflies for a couple of years, and I've learned a lot. I've made mistakes along the way. Everyone will when they get started. But I've enjoyed the process. I like learning new things, and I love all things science. I was a former science teacher, and so if it's got anything to do with science, that's my jam. So if you're interested in starting a butterfly garden, you can do so with a little bit of just research, a little bit of information, and so that's what I hope to provide for you on this channel. There are many good resources on the internet for learning about butterflies and butterfly gardening. Here are just some of them that I recommend. If you are interested in starting a butterfly garden, there's two things you need to do. One, get the appropriate plants for your garden or yard, and two, consider reducing or eliminating the amount of pesticides you use in your yard. Here is a list of butterfly host plants that you might consider putting in your garden. Most of these can be found in local nurseries. Here we are in January, and I'm talking about butterflies. It's not too early to begin planning your butterfly garden. You need to be thinking about how you want to get started. You don't have to have a huge yard. You don't have to put out a lot of money. You can make a butterfly garden very simple and inexpensive with just a little bit of effort. This is my butterfly garden I started. I had a few plants well spaced apart, and I was surprised within 2 months how much it had filled in. We're in the month of January, as I stated earlier, and we have freezes that come along. Last February in this area, we had a very, very hard freeze for many days, and I was quite worried about the butterflies and the caterpillars and the hummingbirds and everything else. I'm a worrier. So you just have to keep in mind that Mother Nature takes care of her children, and we had a really hard freeze, like I said, last February. I did not bring in all the caterpillars and all the butterflies from my garden. I let them be. Well, this year I've had more butterflies than I've ever had before. So my population did not suffer from the freeze of last year. So just keep in mind that Mother Nature will do what she wants to do when she wants to do it. You can't seem to control that. But we try to help out when we can. But know that you will not be able to save every single caterpillar or butterfly that enters your yard. During winter, you might be tempted to pick up all those leaves and standing dead plant material, but I have some good news for you. You don't need to clean up all those leaves. In fact, the butterflies, bees, and songbirds would prefer that you didn't. One of the most valuable things you can do to support pollinators is to provide them with the winter cover they need. It can be tempting to tidy up the garden by raking, shredding, and bagging the leaves, but just leave them be. Many butterflies overwinter as a chrysalis on standing dead plants or within the soil and mulch areas. We live in an area that has a lot of insects, and some of the insects are considered pests. There's roaches and mosquitoes and ants and things of that nature. So you don't have to make a commitment to say, I will be completely pesticide free in my yard, but you could maybe set aside an area in your yard that you would not apply any pesticides to begin with. I am not a complete pesticide free environment. I have my home treated for pests, for roaches and ants and that sort of thing, but I don't allow them to spray my yard. I used to say spray the whole yard, cover everything. Well, I don't do that anymore. So I no longer do a wholesale spray the yard for all insects. I will target the insects and target the areas that I need. And I usually keep that well away from my butterfly garden. So you can take small steps to achieve a pesticide-free environment or a close to pesticide-free environment. On my Facebook page, I will be posting several different documents to help you as a resource. Documents such as how to get started with a butterfly garden, what are some good plants to plant, when to plant them, what are the host plants for the different types of butterflies we have in our area. So if you'll find me on Facebook, Graceful Butterflies on Facebook, then you can have easy access to those documents. The reason I'm doing these videos is to help you learn about butterflies and to learn from each other. We can help each other out, we can share resources and information, and just also share in the joy of raising the beautiful butterflies that come across our yards. I hope to see you next time. Bye.